Hi everyone, I'm a mature woman. I'll admit to having wrinkles under my eyes, fine lines under here, and I hate concealers that go in there and settle in the fine lines, and I hate having to set with powder, which then makes me look so much older. Do you too? I think I've found a solution. Stay tuned, I'll tell you all about it. Hi, my name is Ziggy and I'm from Look 10 Years Younger, and my mission is to inspire mature women everywhere to look and feel even more beautiful and confident than they already are. And one of the ways that I try and do that for myself is to hide these dark circles under my eyes. I'm so frustrated constantly with these dark circles. For me, it's hereditary, can't get away from it. So I just got to cover them up. How many of you are like me and find that when you cover that up with concealer, if you don't set it with powder, it's just going to settle in the wrinkles and then you look even worse? Or if you do set it with powder, it really makes all of those fine lines under there look even worse. You look even more wrinkly. And even if you then use a finishing spray, I find that doesn't help either. How many other people have that problem? I think there's quite a few of us who are mature age find that problem. I think I found a solution. Okay, so my previous under eye concealer that I've been using was the Maybelline Age Rewind, this one here, and I found that it was okay. If I put a light, it was the best of the bunch that I've been trying, and let me tell you, I've tried a bunch. If I put a little bit under here and really blended it in really well, I would still have to set with powder though. Even with a really light dusting of powder, I still used to get really frustrated about how big these under eye wrinkles were really, you know, let's focus in on them when we do baking, for heaven's sake, if you're a mature woman. Go figure. So for me, no baking under the eye and as little powder under there as possible, even using a finishing spray. But Tarte Shape Tape to the rescue. Now there are a ton of reviews for Tarte Shape Tape on YouTube and all over the web, but I find that most of them are much younger women who are using them, who can pile the stuff on there and then blend it out and bake or set it with setting powder, and they look sensational. But they don't really have to work with all these fine lines under the eyes, do they? You know, not like us mature women, or many of us mature women have to. So I had high hopes for it from those reviews, but you know, reality tells me that shucks, you're gonna have to put up with these lines under there. So I gave this a go. I bought 3 of them. You can only buy them from Ulta in America or from tarte.com.au. I'll put a link to that down there for you. I bought them directly from the Tarte website, and I bought 3 different shades because I didn't know what shade I needed. I bought a neutral, a warm, and then a lighter one as well. The one that I bought that was too light, I've given that away, but the 2 shades that I do like are light neutral and light sand. So let me tell you a little bit about the pros and the cons. First of all, let's look at the pros. For the Tarte Shape Tape, I find that if you put a really light amount under here, then blend it in, you don't need a setting powder. Woohoo! That is fantastic. It doesn't settle into fine lines. You don't need that setting powder. And so for me, I find that without the setting powder, I'm not really, you know, focusing a shining light on the wrinkles under my eyes. So for me, that was a huge deal. On the downside, what I'm not particularly enjoying about this, and I'll show you, is the massive great applicator. Look at the size of the applicator. It's a huge doe foot applicator, and you know, the area under your eye is just this tiny area here. So I'm still getting used to just putting a tiny little dot of it on there instead of masses of it. Unlike the gorgeous younger women on YouTube who can really put it on and put it down into a highlighting triangle and then blend it into that triangle, I don't like doing that. That doesn't work very well on my skin. So for me, I just try and put it in there. So it's a huge applicator to be able to do that with. One of the other downsides, I think, is the price, particularly when you put it in comparison to a drugstore Maybelline Age Rewind at $37 each, plus postage if there's no special for tarte.com.au on free postage. That's a fairly hefty expenditure. With that said though, there is a fair amount in the tube. There's 10 mils in the tube, so you know that's a fairly hefty size. So you can see in comparison to the Maybelline Age Rewind, it's, you know, you're getting a fair bit in there. So I'm hoping that it's going to last quite a while. So would I buy it again? Absolutely. I'm really loving not necessarily having to set under there with powder because, you know, mature woman, wrinkles, powder, it's a no-no. So I'm really keen to hear from you guys what you find is the best under eye concealer for you that doesn't accentuate all of our mature laugh lines under there. If you've got a favourite, please comment below and tell me about that as well. Anything that we can all share and try with each other has to be a bonus, yeah? So this has been another video from me to you. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, so until then, it's bye from me. Please subscribe and join the Look 10 Years Younger team. You'll find the subscribe button that looks like this, and you'll find it down there. And when you click on it, poof, it magically changes, and now it'll look like that. If you click on the little bell button that's in there, it'll bring up a new window. And if you click on the button that says send me your notifications from this channel, every time I upload a video, it'll be first in your subscription feed so you can stay up to date with me. I love sharing videos with you, so you can find my last video here and you can find another great video from me down there. I upload every Monday and every Thursday, so let's stay in touch. So that's been another video from me to you. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, so until then, bye from me.